Hey everyone, today I'm doing my VHS collection, my entire VHS collection. Today we're doing the slipcovers. Actually I'm doing the slipcovers. I've got a special guest with me. I've got Devane Troy.
Yeah.
So I've just got one guest today instead of like 3 or 4 like I had yesterday. But anyway, let's get started. Okay. First off, we've got pretty rare tape here. 1985 VHS of the Bandage Bears and Breaking Training from Paramount Gateway Video. 1977 movie, in case you're wondering. Full rental from Blockbuster. I wrote the Blockbuster sticker that was on the box, but this was bought sometime in 1997. Sticker label, and there's the Blockbuster label. End label. Printed on the 31st week in 1985, so this was a pretty early Blockbuster rental. This was probably rented from one of the early Blockbuster stores. Now we've got next two tapes are also Gulf and Western tapes. Next we've got Iron Berlin's White Christmas 1985 VHS. So, for whatever reason, it's got a date on the back of Christmas Day of 1987. That's weird. But the tape was printed in 1985, though. It's label and printed on the 45th week in 1985. Both this and Bandage Bears and Breaking Training and the next tape all have the white screen death at the end. So, don't fall over. I don't have VHS dominoes right now. Okay. Next up, we've got Star Trek The Motion Picture Special Longer Version Special Collector Series tape for 1986. Also one of the last tapes to have the Paramount Home Video logo on the box. Here's the label and the end label. Printed on December 12, 1986, and printed on the 51st week of 1986. Unfortunately, this tape broke one time, but I was able to fix it earlier this year. So, that's good. It was broken for a couple years, and then I decided to fix it one day, and I was able to successfully fix it. So, now the tape plays just fine, but I don't really want to rewind it to the end due to the fear that it may split again. It may snap again, but anyway. Next two tapes are Disney tapes, starting off with Disney sing-along songs "Hi Ho" from 1987. Original.
I respect your opinion. I'm not getting any Disney ones on this at all.
I like to get at least some of the 80s and early 90s ones because they include footage from Disney films that weren't on home video yet. Like this one. This includes some footage from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs long before this movie came out on video. Label, and there's no print date on this tape. So. Fortunately, the case is not in the greatest condition. It's got like these creases on the spines. That's okay. It's not faded or anything, so that's good. Next up is a mini classics tape, Dalton Mathemagic Land, once again from 1987. Pretty cool. Pretty good short, by the way. It aired on television in 1989. Not 1989, I meant 1959. Stick label, and there's no print date, and unfortunately the reels are kind of yellow, but that's okay. Next up, this is the only MCA home video tape I have. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Classic movie here. Yep. I love Steven Spielberg's work. He's made fantastic movies. Stick label. I wrote the end label to try to find a print date. There's no print date or week and year code on this tape at all, and there's nothing at the end. There's the
I also
Universal hologram.
found a copy of this tape with nothing in the end also.
Are you in a print date or week and year code? Does your copy have a print date or week and year code?
I have like 3 copies. One of mine has a print date. Same print date twice. It's December 13, 1988.
Alright. Here's the next two are. Wait, hold on. Sorry about the temporary delay. Okay. Next up, we got Billy Hill's Cop here. Great movie, by the way. 1989 tape. Yep, Sticklow and Ammo, which still have the Paramount 75th anniversary logos on them. And printed on the 21st week in 1989. This tape just has the moaning sound at the end. So. Yep. Next up, we've got Great Movie Stunts to Make of the Raiders of the Lost Ark here. Tapes for 1989, but this tape actually has the 1982 Paramount Home Video logo at the beginning and the end. And this tape has both White Scare Death and Moaning Sound at the end. Stick label. And we'll print it on August 15th, 1989. And on the 47th week in 1989. So, get this back in here. Next tape, this is the only Playhouse videotape I have, and the only CBS Fox tape of any kind I have, except for one from the early 90s. That's an Oakley Fox video. We've got Miracle on 34th Street, 1947 movie.
Have that also.
Yep.
I have 2 copies of that. One with nothing yet, one with Moan Sound for me.
Stickle,
one with Moan Sound was put in the 34th week in 1990.
Stickle, and there's no printed or week and year code, no joke. Next tape I have is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Great movie, by the way. So I have the Blu-ray of this as well. I hope to get the 2003 VHS. Stickle, and there's no print date. Although it does have printings, this tape does not have a white screen at the end. Which kind of figures, because this is a Disney tape. And Disney never had the white screen death, except in Mexico. And maybe some other countries. Next up, we've got The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Great Honey Pot Robbery, Volume 1. Yep. 1989 tape. Stickle, and there's no print date. Although it's on a Scotch tape, which is pretty cool. And I've always wondered, why do Scotch tapes have these like unusual lids that have the Scotch label on top and the VHS logo on top? I've always wondered about that. Hold on a second. Fortunately, the case is in pretty bad condition, but it is what it is. The tape actually has over an hour of blank film at the end, which is really weird. Next 4 tapes are all from Paramount, and at least 2 of them are Gulf and Westerns. First up, we've got Great Adventures on the Quest, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I will show the movie that this is based on, of course, in just a minute. Stick label, end label, and printed on the first week in 1990. This tape does have the white screen at the end because that's a good barcode, obviously. Next up, we've got Indiana Jones. Now we actually gotta have the movie here, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. One of my favorite parts about this tape is that this actually has a Diet Coke commercial at the beginning. Stick oil and label. Printed on the 4th week in 1990. Unfortunately, it just has the mowing sound at the end. So since it has the mowing sound barcode. Yep. Next up, we got Beverly Hills Cop 2. Sequel to Beverly Hills Cop here. Unfortunately, the 3rd movie in this series is terrible, which is too bad. Stickle, and they'll printed on May 23rd, 1990, and printed on the 23rd week in is that right? 23rd week in 1990, yes it is. And this tape does have the white screen up at the end, because it has a print date. Next up, here's an interesting one. Cool the Movie. This is a great movie, by the way. Unfortunately, the movie bombed to the box office in 1985. But the movie has gotten way more popular over the years, and now it's a cult classic. Stick level, and it will print on Halloween of 1990, and printed on the 51st week in 1990. It has a good barcode, so that's white screen at the end. Alright, here's the only Orion tape that has a slipcover, but I have one that's loose though. RoboCop 2 from 1990. So, decent movie, not as good as the original 1987 film, but slightly better than the 2014 remake of the first movie. Incredible, there's no print date. One of the last tapes to have the 1987 Orion Home Video logo before they went to the 1990 Orion Home Video logo. Alright, next up, got Home Alone, classic holiday movie. This has both a Pepsi commercial and an American Airlines commercial at the beginning. So, here's the sticker label, and printed on the, let's see, 25th week in 1991, and it has both the white screen death and moaning sound at the end. Although the white screen death only appears for less than a minute. And I'll have to be right back, guys.
No one.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. Okay. Alright. Next tape is another sing-along songs tape. The next two are sing-along songs tapes. Very Merry Christmas songs. 1990 tape. This is a reprint, though. Sticker label and printed on... Actually, vertical sticker label. Printed on October 3rd, 1991. Next, now we've got Zippity Doodah. This actually still has the original tape master of the original VHS release from 1986, complete with the dark red FBI warnings and the video dealer announcement. Sticker label print on October 20th, 1991. So, now we've got another New Adventures of the Winnie the Pooh tape. New Adventures of the Winnie the Pooh, Newfound Friends. Sticker label printed on December 30th, 1991. So, hold on. There you go. There we go. You know, we got Rares of the Lost Ark, 1989 tape. This is a reprint, though. And this tape actually has a promo for the New Adventures of Young Indiana Jones at the beginning, which would premiere in 1992 on ABC. Sticker and label. It has the good barcode, so it has the white screen at the end. Recycle tape. Printed on original week in year code was 53rd week in 1989. The actual week in year code is the 40th week in 1991. So, I wonder what tape was recycled from. Maybe Indiana Jones' Last Crusade or something. I'm not really sure what tape. about that. Okay, let me scoop these over real quick. Alright, next we have New Adventures of the Pooh, Everything's Coming Up Roses. Inkwell printed on January 7th, 1992. And actually, the next two tapes are actually Winnie the Pooh tapes. Last New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh tape here, Pooh the Rescue. Label printed on January 22nd, 1992. Now we have Winnie the Pooh on a date for Eeyore. Printed on April 24th, 1993, and this dark red ink print date printed on April 19th, 1993. And now we've got Charlotte's Web here, McDonald's print from 1993. Duplicated by Rank Video Services America. See? McDonald's. Sticker on end label printed on the 31st week of 1993, and it actually has the white screen at the end because there's no barcode.
Both my copies have the boring barcode.
Here's a pretty rare gem. You're in the Super Bowl trailer, Brown. Shell gas station tape.
I have that.
Yep. This is the only home video release of this special, which is pretty crazy. Never released on DVD. October 28th, 1993.
Mine is the number first 93.
I actually ordered my copy.
I found mine at a Swiss store and I got it immediately.
I ordered it for like $2 or $3 on Amazon. Now here's another Peanuts tape. This is American Trouble on the right below is at Kitty Hawk. So, and for the reason the Peanuts home video logo on the spine is actually colored blue instead of red like on the back. Label. Printed on the 6th week of 1994. I only have 2 cheese shield tapes. This is the first one. Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, 1991 tape. I know there's also a 1986 slipcover copy, and I know there's a Big W clamshell of it. Printed on April 23rd, 1994. Next up, we've got the Incredible Journey 1994 tape. I know there's also